Hello friends, you're here with another episode of our Rizorty is Bad at Battle Brothers playthrough. We've lost another brother, however we've completed a fantastically difficult skeleton fight and are now heading back to turn in the items from it. We'll be earning, when we get there, 730 money. So much cash for our Battle Brothers, heading towards that 2,000 we need to complete our ambition. Now, we lost one of our frontliners, unfortunately. A few of our people are pretty beat up, including Arne here. Arne, the dastardly, wavering monk. Pretty bad shape, only 7 HP left. Volker took a hit also. On the right side, Geber took a hit, but a whole bunch of people leveled up, and also we got ourselves another Ancient Household Helm. We have one of those already, which gives 95 armor. This other one also gives 95 armor. Our front line is ever improving. I'm glad to see that. Looking ridiculous, though. Is that... What are these things? Are those leaves? Are those antlers? I don't know what they are. Whichever way, though, they go on the front line more and more. Alright, we gotta start improving our frontline troopers. So Eberald here already has 68 HP, which at this point in the game I think is very, very good. Also, very strong melee skill, but a little bit low in the resolve, and I think more importantly, a lot bit low in fatigue. Now, other people with fatigue have 70, in the case of the back row, we have 98 on Tostig here. We definitely give Eberhold a point in fatigue. And what else we got here? Want to give him more melee skill. We got one more click to go. I guess I'll spend that on... Part wants to give more health, parts want to give more melee defense. It depends on what he's doing in the front row. I think, he's definitely began the game with our two-handed axe, and he's very high at melee skill, so probably he should be doing big damage for us. Maybe want a little defense anyway? I don't know. Well, let's go give him some more health, though. No glass cans allowed. And you get a perk. This is our first level 3 character, so we've opened up this whole second row now. Things like Gifted. I think Gifted is interesting to me. Mercenary Life comes easy when you're naturally gifted. Instantly gains a level up to increase character attributes with maximum rolls, but without talents. So you go to level 4, but do not get another perk. So it's a kind of a wasted perk in terms of it doesn't give any permanent bonus, but it does level you up once. I think I'm going to skip past that. What else do we have? We have Executioner. Inflict 20% additional damage against targets that have sustained any injury effects. I guess it's it's a way to execute someone, right? The person's already pretty well damaged. We just put them out of the misery, out to pasture. Other than that, we got Dodging, we got Fortified Mind, Resolve Increase, Resilient, negative stats effects, have duration reduced to 1, Steel Brow hits the head, do less damage, Quick Hands, looking for this, swapping items in battle except for shield with a free action. I don't know if we want to change out his weapons. Again, thinking eventually he'll be a two-handed monster, so it'll be good for that. It'll be good for that. Fast Adaptation, gain additional stacking 8% chance to hit with each attack that misses an opponent. So if we miss, we have a higher chance of hitting next time. Will there be a next time? I'm not sure. Crippling Strikes, cripple enemies. Lower threshold to inflict injuries by 33%. Colossus, big HP, 9 lives. So I don't think 9 lives is any good. Once per battle, upon receiving a killing blow, survive instead with a few HP left. Next hit is likely to kill you for good. The reason I don't think this is any good is because I believe that most times we've taken damage in fights and people have been low on HP, they keep taking more and more and more damage. And so if someone gets killed but survives, the next hit's going to kill them. And our people take the most damage are our melee people. If there were a way to retreat, right, so you're very low health, you die, you then revive with very low HP again, and we could retreat, that'd be great. But because the way Zone of Control works, I don't think we'll be able to retreat. It's a free attack if you try to run away. So I don't think we want to do 9 lives. What else we got here? Bags and Belts. 2 extra bag slots. Could be cool. Could be cool. Item placed in bags will give a penalty to maximum fatigue for 200 weapons. So bags and belts plus the quick change one could be interesting. Adrenaline. Unlock Adrenaline skill. Puts in the first in turnover for next round. We'll get an attack before anybody else. Resolve. Lowers fatigue. Yeah, so Eberald was having huge fatigue problems. I think I said I was going to level up his fatigue. I'm not sure I actually did that. Recover seems good. Unlocks the Recover skill, which allows for resting a turn to reduce accumulated fatigue. Sure, let's do that to help with our fatigue troubles. Alright, 1 person leveled up, 3 to go. Fritz the dog is got a lot of HP, He is gluttonous, eating all my food, and bloodthirsty. All killer fatalities. I kind of want to use him as a two-handed weapon person also, though he has 20 melee defense. That's about as good as anybody we got. If that one back row person, I think someone in the back row had really high melee defense. Not really, actually. Fritz the dog, we're going to give a point in Colossus. He has HP as an improved talent. I think we're deciding here and now that Fritz the dog will be a frontliner forever. Good luck, Fritz. And then level up points, we'll give him HP and melee defense, and his fatigue is higher than anybody else's. Let's give him a point in resolve. Great. Okay. Now, into the back row. Our best archer is going to continue arching. With him, I think Bullseye is the best choice we got. Nailed it. The penalty to hit chance when shooting at a target you have no clear line of fire to is reduced from 75 to 50% for ranged weapons. They have a higher chance of hitting people where someone's blocking them, maybe? Or maybe there's a tree in the way. Not exactly sure how it works, but it appears to be the archery perk. So we'll go for that one. And time to level up. Definitely going to point in archery. And let's give him some points in fatigue also. And higher initiative? No, I mean, I've been starting every fight by passing my archers. Having high initiative on them I don't think is useful right now, at least. Instead, let's give him a point in range defense in case they try to arch down the archers. And lastly, Gebhard here. Gebhard is nothing special. I mean, his fatigue is really low right now, so we're going to give him more points in fatigue. 4 roll there is great. But I don't know exactly how these rolls work. I believe the star gives a guaranteed +1, whatever the roll is, but like here, this +1 in melee defense, I think it's not worth taking. And we'll give him a... His range defense, or his melee and range defense are so bad. Give him a attack and some more health also. Cool. And then what perk for you, my friend? Got 61 in melee skill. That is nearly as high as Eberhold. Just not a really great character, I don't think. Hates the undead at least, though. That's good to know. Good to know he hates the undead, gets bonus resolve for that. I keep him around as a anti-undead fighter long term. Let's give him Steel Brow. Hits the head in order to cause critical damage. I don't know if that's only to the actual head or if it also includes hits to armor on the head. Might be good to have long term though. Resilience. Negative stats effects, fight duration, has duration reduced by 1 turn. I mean, he has taken a couple of injuries long term. You know what? Let's give him recovery also to lower fatigue substantially. They're level ups. Everyone's level up now. We have one more fancy shield. Yeah, we gotta move somebody into the front line, I'm afraid, to rebuild our spear line. And so we'll use... Who's got the best melee defense in the back row? 19 on Arna. Arna the Dastard, who is wavering morale from the beginning. But sure, you go to the front, and it will give you a proper spear instead of your sword. Hopefully we can hire a new person pretty soon to help out with rebuilding the team. These items that are old auxiliary weapons, I don't think are worth repairing before we sell. I'm not sure how much we're going to get off of them, but glad to see that we have silver bowl still to sell for 500 money. Very excited to get big cash on that. Biggest money we've had so far. And we have an extra bow here. We have an extra quiver also, or we lose a quiver in battle maybe. I need to get one more quiver to get another bowman if we want to. Let's on the front line maybe. Where are my quivers? Missing a quiver. That's how it goes though. Okay, let's head back to the town now. Return to Sonheim. Only a little bit of food. Enough food for 2 more days, I think. 2 more days looks like. I should know less than that. We use 23 provisions per day. We're stopping Krautwacht, see if we can sell the silver bowl for decent money and hopefully buy some food. So what you got? You got a bowl. Wow, it's worth $4.90. They're gonna buy it for $4.70. That seems like maybe the best kind of deal I'm gonna get. So I will take that trade immediately. Huge money there. And then want to buy a little bit of food so they don't starve to death. The mushrooms are basically sold at cost. So we'll. The grain is also. Seems like most of the food here is being sold basically at cost. buy some mushrooms and not 2 mushrooms, I guess. Let's buy all the mushrooms they have, even better. Maybe we'll sell them down the road, probably not though. Tools and supplies being sold at cost. You know what? Sure. And then the various weapons here are not being bought at cost. Nowhere near. Though I'm not exactly sure if we'll get better elsewhere on that. 12 on this Ancient Auxiliary Shield seems like so little money. Not sure we can get better though. Alright, anyone here who wants to join the team? Who is cheap? Eckbert the Monk is super cheap. I don't know if I'm like being too cheap with my purchases. There are better characters worth more money. I mean, some of them are very expensive. Now, let's not take another monk. We had bad luck with monks so far. With food in pockets again, let's continue down to Sondheim and see if we can get, what, 700 money? 730 money for turning in. Maybe we'll use that to hire one more good person to fill in the front line once more. We do have one person short currently. Alright, Helmet Treasure meets at Town Square. You hand over the blood vial of the Holy Mother, and everyone's so pleased. Sondheim is happy. As they're happy, they will want to do business with me, but we gotta wait until the morning to do that. So we'll camp up for night. Unfortunately, I have no quests there. We are missing quests still. Need some more to do. Morning is here. Peasants arrive. And let's see what they have for trade for us. They will sell me wine for a little bit under cost. Actually, it looks like basically everything for a little under cost. Except for tools and supplies or ammunition. But foods they'll sell me for cheap at least. And let's say that's about the best we're going to get on the shields and such. So we'll go ahead and sell all of those without repairing them. These ancient weapons I think we've looked before do not work that well for us. And we have sword and a shield still. So I want to get a person to use those. In the world of armor, we have some thick tunics, but I think we're basically good on those right now. If we look through our team, no, we want one thick tunic to outfit the next person. So how pricey are those? The ones in worse shape is 46 money. That's under what it's worth, so we'll take that. And we have 2 people who are in the back row now. Maybe we should give the other one a war fork also. What else do they have for selling for 2-handed back row weapons? Pitchfork or a war fork. 360 money feels fairly expensive for that. Not sure it actually is, but it feels pricey, so I'm going to go by my gut here, not by any more. Okay. Let's see who they have for us to buy. They have a poacher, a day tailor, and an apprentice. Apprentices tend to be eager for knowledge and learn faster than others. You know, apprentice, Kettlemund the learner, come on down. Who do we get in Kettlemund here? He has irrational. The glass is half empty now, but was half full just a moment ago. Randomly has +10 or -10 resolve at every morale check. I mean, not good. And he's a weasel also. +25 melee defense when retreating. Okie dokie. He's got really high melee defense stars. His HP is 51 getting started. His melee skill's okay. I'm thinking tank. Yeah, I'm thinking tank, I guess. So we'll go ahead and have Arna. I mean, Arna already has 19 melee defense. Compared against, that's at level 1. I don't want level 1 has 4, but with stars. This starting high defense seems better than what we can level Kettlemund into. So we're going to give over the shield and sword to him. Give him a hat also, looking good. And yeah, 41 ranged also. Is that better than our back row? Better than our back row here. This guy's really good at range defense. This has good melee though. I don't know how to think about any of these people. There are too many different features to consider, too many things. They got 30 defense compared against 35. We'll change the better one. And give him a tunic also. That person we hired just now came with a pretty good starting item, or starting armor relative to the others. 10 more HP. So, our force is refilled again. Back up to 12 people once more. Fully outfitted. We still need one more fancy armor, or fancier armor. Actually, there are a lot of people who need better armor. I want everyone in patch mail shirts eventually for big HP, but not quite there yet. Alright, the team is outfitted. The troops are ready to go. Are there other trade goods for us to hire here? Maybe she's a bit better archers. I mean, this poacher, I'm guessing he's a good archer all the way through. So expensive, though. Always looking for the good deal. Alright, what do they got in the marketplace? We can buy wine for 99. We buy that and take it down. Maybe we can sell it for a little bit of profit. We have almost no cheese left. Cheese is selling, I mean, all the food is selling for below market price. So let's load up on wine again. And don't need arrows. Looking for cheaper tools. Alright, we'll take the cheese also, because below price. And we'll take all this food down to the next city. Hopefully, we did not overstock on food. Maybe we'll never need to buy food again. That'd be a-okay. Alright, so our mission then is to head southly to return to our beloved territory where we are most favored by the cities. Very friendly at Tiefenstadt. Very friendly. We want to get House Niedergard to like us. I'm not exactly sure if that's done by doing more and more relationships with Tiefenstadt and Horum and Tiefenhaven. People look like them. We'll see what happens here at Tiefenhaven. They got a mission for us. They've been raided. Suffered damage, lost valuable goods and supplies, lives are lost. They're trying to rebuild. But they're gonna just buy my food for high money then. So not super high. We'll get 17 extra money on each item there. That's pretty good. The cheese, we get 10 extra on. Won't get any extra the mushrooms. The wine, though, they'll give me a little extra on, so we'll sell that. And we'll sell a cheese also. I think 10 profit. 10 profit seems good enough for now. Keep the mushrooms, though. Men eat mushrooms, not fancy cheeses. Don't want to go soft. No soft battlers allowed. Alright, what is the quest you have for us this day? Dog is snoring at the feet of Gerhard. I hear you have a nose for finding people. Someone stole me an idol of fertility. I don't think I trust myself hunting down two skull bandits yet. They might be too strong, so sorry, cowardly Rizorty time. Not gonna do that. And let's ask the tavern if they have heard anything interesting. Some guy in Tiefenstadt was here the other day. Want to hire some people. All right, back to Tiefenstadt we go again. Let's ask for some rumors though. Do it 3 times. Number 1, you hear they're looking for fighting men at Tiefenstadt. I have heard that. Number 2, a group of young lads left for Tiefenstadt. They're looking to hire our men. All right, foolishly, let's do number 3. I heard they have a mage on the Council of Hohenau, a real wizard. Not sure I believe that. Not sure I do either. But Tiefenstadt is where we must go. Let's head that way, straight away. Let's stop at Horum on the way, see what they have for us there. And I really am considering just wandering in the wilderness for a while, see if we can find any interesting vistas or battlegrounds, though it feels very risky. The possibility we'll find absolutely nothing and wind up deeply impoverished. At Horum, they have a quest. Also, witch burning. A fiery spectacle. Witch burnings attract spectators, and spectators attract food stands. And then there's bound to be a number of witch hunters in town. Also, ambushed trade routes. The roads leading here are unsafe. Many a caravan have been ambushed and plundered. With little successful trade, the selection of goods is lower and prices higher. I should have saved my food to sell there. Yeah, they'll even buy my mushrooms for more than they're worth. What do they have? Yeah, not too much interest. Really expensive tools. Not going to buy from them, definitely. They're offering me 2 extra of my bucklers. You know what? Just getting rid of those bucklers finally. A little extra cash there. These linen tunics I'm going to hold on to. They're precious to me. They're our starting outfits. This staff sling I bought a long time ago. Very first episode, I believe. Let's junk that as well. Clear out our cash. All right. There are some witch hunters here, apparently. Wow. 3 witch hunters, Gerlach, Vonder, and Egil. Witch hunters tend to have some martial experience, and their resolve often remains unbroken, even in the face of unspeakable horror. I'd like all of them. I'm surprised that Vander here is cheaper to hire, even at a higher level, than Gerlach. I wonder what that means. Leonard is a tailor, lovely hat there, and Ryman the Fisher is a fisher. Now, we're fine people right now. Let's leave. What's your mission? Brigands killed Bertwin. Go kill them. Yeah, I think, again, no. Not feeling like 2 skull humanoids yet. 1 skull or bust. Alright, we'll see what Tiefenstadt's got. Head on up to that city again. Hopefully not get caught on the roads. Gotta keep our eyes out for that. But I think we'll find a good mission that way. And these footsteps, I always wonder, what enemy has gone by recently? What kind of monster am I just missing by not checking out the footsteps? I think we're only in 2 solo contracts now. I think that might be it. But let's see what they got in the marketplace. They got some ground grains that are pricey. They're well stocked on food, what I'm noticing. Good shape on food. They have nothing especially fancy. There's some nice armor down here, including 1 to 83% damage. You get 1 padded leather armor here for 205 money. This would be a big upgrade to our team, I think. So yeah, let's get 1 padded leather armor. Actually, is it worth going for the... this is a fully repaired padded leather armor, so we're a small discount here for buying the ones in worse shape. Let's do that. Celebrate the successful missions. 1 nice armor for somebody. The issue is, which somebody shall it be? Who's done well for us so far? I think that Fritz the dog is probably going to go all in on being a front row person. He has the Colossus perk, and then also got points in HP, so we'll give him fancier armor. And that means we have a 55 armor on somebody else then. Who's going to get that? Now, front row is almost entirely in relatively decent armor. So 55 improvement there. Then Arna the monk gets the 50. Then we can move the thick tunic to the back row somewhere. So I think everyone, yeah, just 1 person needs that. All right, we've gotten promoted to everyone wearing at least thick tunics. No, I lied. Still have 1 leather tunic. So 30 is now our minimum. Yeah, 30 is our minimum armor level now. That's not half bad. Not half bad. But I realized that on the outsides here, we have Gebhard wearing better armor than someone in the front row, just that matches his hat. I'm going to stay with that, I guess. I guess. Actually, I know I probably shouldn't. I should probably make sure we use the best armor on the front line. So we'll exchange between Gebhard. Gebhard the beggar has done well so far, but can't let Arna die. Arna's nearly healed up also. Almost there. Looking good, Arna. Your lovely outfit there. Lots of linen tunics. And let's see what the mission is here. Hopefully it's not involving level 2 humanoids. Another package delivery. Delivered to Helvik, 3 days northwest. Sorry, but no. Too far away. Too far away. Trade goods to buy for trading, selling elsewhere. Now, everything is really overpriced. As always. Now, let's go ahead and march along then to Alfesta again. Maybe down... Oh, I should check out the tavern. We're already gone. I should have asked the tavern for rumors and the like. So we didn't find a... Yeah, there's a crumbled shelter here. Kind of wonder what's in there. Also, as we went into the city, I saw a red enemy moving this way. I wonder who it was. Alright, first things first. Tell me of the marketplace. Everything is pretty pricey, as usual. The city of average effect. No perks, no malices. Everything kind of expensive except for these Hekaton caps are improvements. Let's see. For 60 money, that's half price. No, the caps are not the going with the neck piece also. It's only 40 instead of 50 HP. Let's not upgrade those quite yet. If someone dies, we can say, oh, if only we had the action cap, it'd be in good shape, but no luck there. Alright, let's go ahead and check for rumors at the tavern. Tiefenhaven wants sell swords again, as always. There's many a place out there long lost and forgotten that holds great riches. But where? But where? One of my teeth thought just the other day, I think the others are so loose about to follow. Can you feel it? Go untouched. They're loose, right. Rule number 1 of the tavern. Do not put your hands in strange people's mouths. Let's do one more click. You know Greenskin territory from the idols they erect out of skulls and bones, of human skulls and bones. Alright, one more. Feeling lucky. Patrons raise their cups to you. There's nothing more to be learned by talking tonight. Now let's leave. And the fancy armor, fancy weaponsmith, I think only offers fully repaired items, so really, really pricey. Now, these are items I lust over long term, but I mean, get the padded leather maybe. Who'd get that? Also these like scalar sellswords armor, long leather coat reinforced with metal plates, over sturdy mail hauberk. Love to have those, but more money than I've ever seen before. Maybe someday. For now, an unhold. Unhold, it's a lumbering giant. It's only one of them. However, I think lumbering giants would probably do us in a big way. Alright, back up to Tiefenstadt again, and then we'll head on over to Nord after that. Looking for missions. Do wonder who's at the crumbling shelter. We looked before and couldn't make out who'd be against. Oh, it's this. What's this? A group of 3 orc hunters. Let's join in.